hours doing a job application later. Ew, I hate doing them. It just takes ages filling out the blooming forms. In the UK, they make you fill out all these forms, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Oh. It'll be fine. I've had a good rest, haven't I? I've had 2 weeks off, so. It's just what needs to happen. Could get a permanent contract out of it, so that's why we do it. And then I can get a house, and then I can have a house by the beach. So we need to do it. It needs to be done. Right, I've remotivated myself now. Remotivated myself. Right. Aquarius, spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aquarius's highest good. How is Aquarius feeling in these final days of April 2025 and May 2025, with regards to the one they're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in the future? How is Aquarius feeling, please? 3 cards. I might put a little coffee like into a flask and have that on the beach. Coffee outside is like even better than coffee indoors, don't you find? Like must heighten like your appreciation of it or something, don't you? Like when you have a picnic outdoors, you just like appreciate every little bit, don't you? It's different. Oh no, the 3 of Swords. Heartbreak. But with it, we've got a release of fear and anxiety. There was a lot of fear and anxiety, and now there's heartbreak, and it's like a release. You know, when you like finally cry and realise something's done, you get this like, everything's been pent up and building up, all this horrible emotion that makes you feel ill because it's full of cortisol. You release it and you cry and you cry, and it's like the levels go from dangerous to dropping down to like low again, because you can't hold that in. You mustn't hold that in. It'll make you ill, especially if you're male. You can feel that cortisol in your chest muscles, your heart muscles. You can feel it. You can feel it in your jaw, your back. That is really bad for you to hold that in. Let it out. Let it out, Aquarius. Any more for Aquarius, please? The way that flew out then. The 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is fast action, fast progress, fast communication. What are you up to? Okay, release from mental entrapment. Feeling like you've got the high ground, competitive. You could be removing investment from somewhere. Or you could feel a lack of trust. You could feel argumentative, a little bit feisty. Because, and the reason I'm saying that is because The Page of Pentacles upright is someone who's at the beginning of a journey and they're taking a pentacle they're looking, where should I invest this? So if you were looking for a business or a bond or a stock or a bank account, which one should I choose? Because I'm ready. I know I want to invest, I don't know who or where to invest it. Pages are people who are observing, waiting, watching. When you become a knight, you're making a move towards the person you would like to invest in, or the thing that you would like to invest in. When it's reversed, it's like I'm either refusing to invest or I'm withdrawing investment from somewhere where I had invested. So there could be movement in order to withdraw and remove money, time and energy from something now. I'm going to move them because I feel like I'm about to knock them. There's nothing worse than knocking a whole deck on the floor. Okay, so these are the cards for your person. The Emperor reversed. The Emperor upright is someone that has all 4 kings. Now, when they're reversed, they still have all 4 kings, but they're being domineering, they're being aggressive, or they're being a weak version of an emperor. So it's someone who's disempowered, or they've gone power mad. Okay, so that's what's happened to the Emperor. Let's just discuss the Emperor in case you're new to tarot. But the Emperor has all 4 kings, so he has the King of Wands, confidence, passion, self-motivation. He's goal-orientated. He has the King of Pentacles, so he has money. He has a good salary. He likes to gift other people. He likes nice things. He's good at earning money. He has the King of, he's a good provider. He has the King of Swords, so he has intelligence, intellect, knowledge. Knowledge is power to this person. They're a strategist. They would take their time planning something out way before actuating it. Nothing's done on a whim. They're truthful, they're honest, okay? They have the King of Cups, so they're patient, they're loving, they're calm, they manage their emotions really well. So you understand that when this is reversed, the Emperor is either wielding that power in a way that he's using all of these skills and all of these talents against someone in a bad way, or he's lost them, he's disempowered to a degree, okay? He's still an emperor, but he may be a weakened one, like the crown's fallen. So let's see which one it is by seeing what else comes out. So this is your person, the one that's on your mind, or the one that you are currently dealing with, which looks like a divorce, or a person that's on your mind. Okay, so you're showing up as a page. I think you've come out of something that's finished because you're heartbroken, and then you show up as a page that's not wanting to invest. You're looking competitive, a bit feisty. They're showing up as an emperor. They've got the King of Swords reverse, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, heavy Aquarius actually. We've spoken about the King of Swords, it's intelligence, it's someone who's a strategist, fantastic communicator, writer, speaker. They don't do anything on a whim. They can be quite calculating. They're quite the reverse of spontaneous. They've thought about it. If they do something that appears to be spontaneous, they've been crafty and thought about that for quite a while, actually. You might not know, but they will have been. thinking about doing that for a while. The Six of Wands reversed, feeling ignored. When the swords are reversed, it's swords being wielded in a way that is hurtful, so it's manipulative energy, it's angry, hurtful, or blocking communication completely. The Six of Wands reversed is like a failure to be recognised. Upright, it's like, you know, someone who's graduated, like a graduate going through the street and they've got their cap and gown on, everyone's celebrating them and clapping and cheering, and they feel accomplished, they feel celebrated, they feel worthy. This person feels ignored. Misfortune, they feel really unlucky, and maybe they have been unlucky. Six of Cups, with regards to a soul connection, someone they're married to or in a long-term relationship with. Could be you, Aquarius. The Emperor's crown has fallen, and this is why. The Queen of Cups reversed, they're unhealed. This person's absolutely overwhelmed with emotion. They could be lashing out verbally. They could be exhausted from it all. Page of Swords reversed is like, I don't want to talk to you. I need a break from this, okay? So this could be the person that you're divorcing from. Or there could be someone that you are in love with that you're in a third party, but I'm not getting... I don't know, because I don't get... It's not clear because I don't have the Four of Wands, which would say marriage or home ownership. I don't have the Three of Cups, which makes it explicitly third party. Did we have the Seven of Swords? I do think that you recognise a sense of closure from it, though, even though it's painful and it's not comfortable. I think you're getting closure because you've dropped the fear and the worry, and then you got fast action, and then a release from mental imprisonment. So I don't think you feel like it's wrong to be separate. I feel like a separation vibe. But they're struggling. They're really struggling with this. It's someone you've had a soul connection to for a while. With the Six of Cups, it's like unconditional love. And they're a very important person. An Emperor has many responsibilities. And so they're not someone who's frivolous or spontaneous, because there's too much riding on them being reliable. They, like anyone, need wise counsel. They, like anyone, need allies. They need a companion, you know, someone to do pillow talk with, but they must present as confident, strong, consistent. You know, it's like being a head teacher or the captain of a ship, like the Titanic. You can't run around flapping. You have to be consistent. You have to be calm. You have to be level-headed. You have a lot that you're responsible for. And they feel like things have been so unlucky with regards to someone that they've been in love with. They feel ignored. They feel hurt. And they're just taking a breather because they're just overwhelmed with it all. Whoever this is, okay? With them showing up as an Emperor, they're likely to be your spouse or ex-spouse. If they were showing up as a knight or a page or a queen or a king, I might say that you were married or that you were dating them, but they're showing up as an Emperor, so I think it could be a spouse. I think it's the spouse that's showing up here, especially with the Six of Cups, because it's got to the point where it's unconditional love, you know, like in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, the Six of Cups is a brother and a sister. Because it's like you holding that person that you love in high regard, as if they're like a family member. Like, you hold them in such a high regard because it's many years of love. Page of Wands reversed. This person is not excited about a future. They don't feel passion because you lose your sex drive, you lose your excitement, you lose your joie de vivre, you can get depressed for a short period. You certainly don't want anyone near you. And it's, if it wasn't your choice, why the hell would you be excited about starting something new? You just wouldn't, would you? I think you're withdrawing investment. I think you instigated this. I think you're relieved. I think it's been on your mind for a while. And I think it's really knocked the Emperor's crown, whether that's your wife or your husband, it's really knocked them off their throne and threw them through several loops. I think they're just really like on a roller coaster right now. They may have asked for a time out, time apart. They may have announced they're going away for a few days just to get the head together, or moving in with parents. I don't know. They need a breather because they're exhausted. We've got in the outcome the High Priestess and the Hierophant both reversed. Now, this never happened to me before. I used to get these cards confused. I don't now, but when I was first learning tarot, they look really similar. They don't on this because it's a different deck, but on the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, they look really, really similar. The Hierophant is the teacher. They used to be the student, now they've become through life's experiences, through being on a 3D plane, dealing with human things like mortgages, tangible things like houses, relationships, dating, having your heart broken, friendships, betrayal, work, pentacles, responsibilities. Through experience, harsh experiences, because that's when we do most of our learning, they have become the teacher. And what the Hierophant wishes to do is to speak to others so that they may avoid to make the same mistakes. It's wisdom through experience. The High Priestess is very different because the High Priestess is someone who is spiritual. She believes in fate, destiny, having faith, knowing that there's a divine plan. It's about religion, it's about spirituality, it's about the 5D, it's about trust, it's about it's intuition, wisdom, faith, spirituality, religion. Okay, it's different. It's like fate, divine, what's destined. This is harsh experiences in the 3D. As a human being, I have lived this has happened to me, and I want to help you to know these things that I have learned. Yeah, it's a beautiful, both of them are beautiful energies. They're both reversed, so I would say someone's really lost their relationship between their ability to trust and have a good connection with spirit, and they've gone against their better judgment. They know better than to do what they've done. They've gone against that. It's like they haven't learned anything at all from the way that they behaved. They knew better. And when things are going badly for us, we do lose faith that everything's happening for a reason, and that there's a plan, and that it means something. Sometimes we just think it's my fault and that's it. Okay, very different energy now. See, this is about being carefree, wild, abandoned, innocent, childlike. This is the card where in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck there's a naked baby riding a horse bareback with the sun beaming behind him. Like, this is someone that does not carry guilt, does not know, you know, what the future holds, doesn't care, is just in the moment, naivety, you know. Ignorance is bliss, isn't it? So this is like returning to a childlike state with the Sun card. Which is interesting, actually. Maybe that's why there's an egg there. I know it's Salvador Dali themed, but this is why I love using different tarot decks, because how evocative is that? Like, through that window, there's a rebirth happening. Oh my god, this is so evocative, guys. Look, we've got the Five of Cups, grief, sadness, loss, regret. And we've got the Ten of Swords, which is the most pain a person can feel. It can't continue. You cannot continue in that state. So what we do when we grieve is reality is hit. You know, when someone first passes away, you're in shock and you sort of almost feels like it hasn't happened. Then comes the day of the funeral and it's just like a sledgehammer, you know, and you just couldn't be any sadder and you sob and, you know, and it's like this huge release. And then after that, you start healing. You're sobbing, but you're about to start healing. Okay. This is grief. This is grief. This is feeling the pain. You need to feel the pain of stuff, but you can't stay in that state for long. You can't stay in that state for long. That's so hard. But it's necessary to let it out. Okay. Let's see what's behind this person. Why is the Emperor's crown falling? Although I think we know, but they're really angry, they're really in their feels, they're possibly lashing out at times, not talking to you at times. They really loved you. They're not excited. Well, other love is up in the air. So they could have had a secret affair, you could have had a secret affair. Could have been both of you. Not able to make solid plans, flighty, ungrounded. So if this was your spouse, they could have had other lovers, you could have had other lovers. Or if it's not, and this is a person that you weren't married to, and they could have been a third party and never got commitment from you. I don't know. But to me, it looks like marriage, but you could all be having different situations, but there's been other people involved for sure. Other lovers, you know, it says it plainly, doesn't it? Like, resilient roots, endure the storms, protect your core, and grow stronger with each challenge. I think that's what's happening right now. The person is like, they need space, they need to heal, they need to recover. That's what the Four of Swords energy is. It's this putting down swords after arguments and just resting and recouping, because it's needed. It's respite. It's needed respite. Let's see what else we can get. Fulfilling a fantasy. Okay, so they were or you were fulfilling a fantasy. It's all been a lie. It's all been an illusion. This is what this person feels like or is realizing or was actuating themselves. Okay, something wasn't realistic about this, and it's really hurt them. It's very draining to read. There's been like 3 readings like this in a row, and it's like, I feel it. Do you know what I mean? It's like heavy. Yeah, I think, guys, I think this is like the person that you were married to. I think this was a spouse, or is a spouse. I talked to my friends about you. Okay, so they're trying to process what's gone on by talking to friends about this breakdown of this marriage, this ending. See what else. Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. I mean, take from that what you will, because it could be any of those things, but this person could feel incredibly codependent on the situation and on you, and they could have been controlling. They didn't have to have been. They could have really had to restrain themselves, from getting in touch with you or to create distance. But they might think about it all the time. They feel possessive over you. They do have to talk about it with other people because it's a lot for them. Let's get messages from them and then we'll get you some advice. Right, so with the Emperor reversed, which is, feeling weak, feeling decrowned, dethroned. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. Like, they just can't talk to you right now. Could be 9 of Swords, that. Let me have you. Okay, so their deepest wish is to have you. They don't want to lose the marriage. They don't want to lose the relationship, the connection, whoever this person is to you. I think you know that. They're not excited for new with anyone else. Your family won't like me. Ace of Swords, major clarity, revelation. I just want you all the time. That could be 8 of Wands. It could be 8 of Cups. Could be 8 of Swords. Like mental imprisonment. 8 of Pentacles, growth and expansion. I would say 8 of Swords. This sounds like mental entrapment, doesn't it? They're obsessed. They're really holding on tightly to this. Ace of Pentacles has come out with, I never imagined so much perfection. 9 and 1 is a 10. That could be 9 of Cups. Like, this person feels so incredibly fulfilled. This could be you or them now, because these are the outcome cards. going against better judgment, going against religion, spirituality, feeling disconnected from religion and spirituality. You know, like, it's against our judgment or what we believe in, but we wish to invest. Ace of Pentacles. I think that's you. I think you're like, what the hell am I thinking and doing right now? But I want to invest and it's going to make me really happy, you know, in someone new. I'm not saying the change isn't heartbreaking, because you are devastated, but you seem to be withdrawing investment from this person. It's like getting out of a nightmare, like it's releasing like a lot of tension, stress, anxiety, pain. You know, returning to a childlike state where we're no longer burdened. Why am I looking through them? It's not the right deck. We're no longer burdened, weighed down. And then we've got this, like, I think it's like shock, do you know what I mean? In this period of like absolute grief and like overwhelm, where it just all has to come out. What do you want? Someone wants to know, like, are you with me? Like, are we going to do this? Like, this is my like dream now. This is what I want. I want stability with you. So then we've got this like pain, sadness, regret. You're so beautiful. Why do you need me? So I don't know if that's you, with regards to a new person or them, or you with regards to your ex. I don't know. It's a lot. We've got love me as well. I don't know when that came out. I just saw it then. We need to get you advice, don't we? What should Aquarius do? Prudence. It's time to be prudent and don't be lured by the siren song. So don't think with your groin area. Think about things properly, carefully, slowly. It's not fair on anyone in the situation, is it, to just think in a way that's sexual gratification or what you want right now in the moment. There's a lot of feelings are getting hurt, and we want to make sure that everyone's clear what the intention is. So even if you just want to be sexual with someone, you should let them know that. The best way to get a healthy sexual connection is to be honest about what you're looking for, be upfront about what you're looking for. Some people appreciate the honesty and it's still a yes. Sometimes they've just come out of something and they don't want anything heavy. Sometimes they might have thought they wanted it to turn into something else, but they appreciate the honesty. They've never had that from someone before, so they just have more respect for you. And you can have a really good, long connection that isn't serious. Or sometimes you need to be honest that you do want something out of it, but it needs to go slow. So just don't think in too sexual and temporary a way that you haven't communicated with anyone or given things the time that and the respect that they and the sensitivity that they require or warrant. Sometimes out of respect, you just don't want to do anything with anyone for a good 6 months, a year, couple of years after the ending of a marriage, because it's just respect to like what you've built with someone. You don't want them to hear about anything on the grapevine because you just think they deserve better than that. I know I've appreciated that in the past, the fact that they didn't get involved with anyone, and I was waiting to hear, and I was so glad for each month that went by that I didn't hear anything. You know, I thought, well, at least they're respectful enough to do that, you know. Be prudent, be wise. Let's get some more advice. Advice for Aquarius. Oh my god, the edge of evolution. Sorry, it's a bit bright behind these cards, so you might not be able to see. The edge of evolution feels messy. This is a vital part of your evolution in your wider story. If you zoom out from this, zoom way, way out from it till you respect, okay? That's the amount of zooming I'm talking about. There's a reason for change in life. It's necessary. Change is inevitable. Your growth is the most important thing. Higher knowledge, higher understanding, coming into alignment with our true destiny, being authentic, living authentically. We mustn't put off these things, okay? Just because it's messy doesn't mean it isn't supposed to happen. I hope I've been, explain that in a good enough way, but it's not supposed to feel neat, okay? Because it's a huge change. It's a huge transition. It's not going to feel comfortable. It's going to be scary. It's going to be painful. It's going to be exhilarating. It's going to be, you know, like, oh my God, I'm not ready for this change, or I've been ready for this for a while, but it's going to be uncomfortable. Like, just accept it, okay? Live it, feel it, allow it. You've got loads of advice here, so Spirit's feeling that you need it. Divine light. I am an expression of love. I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me and goodness of who I am. Trust. I trust life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the light. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. Okay, so if you were to keep everything calm and as it is, there wouldn't be any growth, there wouldn't be any ascension. You're going through an ascension, okay, so you need to just let it happen and trust that there's a divine plan, okay? Faithfulness. I commit to my mind, heart and will. I'm devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and in the universe. It's interesting, isn't it? You've got a lot of the same colour here. And then you've got the crown chakra. Oh my God, I'm excited, look. Success. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. This is your solar plexus. This is your confidence, your assertiveness, your self-esteem. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now, and I succeed in my life. And now look, the crown chakra, a new opening. When one door closes, I am confident another will open, and it will be for my betterment. I accept that life brings challenges and acknowledge the opportunity and learning they present to me. Serenity comes from within. That's what I'm talking about, Aquarius, because you're one of the fixed signs. I'm Taurus, so I know what it's like. I actively prompt change, and then I don't like how it feels. But when I come out the other side of it, I can end up victorious. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Take care of yourself, and just know that there's a divine plan and it's not always going to feel this difficult, okay? Take care. Don't forget to give me a like. Give the channel a share. Subscribe, follow. I'll never mention this, but make sure you hit the notifications. I'm sure you know how to use YouTube. Bookmark it if you're on... See, on TikTok, I think it's very automatic for people to like and bookmark, you know, or share and bookmark, because it's just like a little habit that people have. But I really appreciate any support for the channel. It's quite a new channel. I started at the beginning of last summer. So it's not even a year old yet. We're doing really well. But sometimes these messages can be really soothing for people that we know who are going through these situations, even if we're not experiencing it ourselves. I found tarot, you know, when I was at one of my darkest, if not the darkest times in my life, and it wasn't passing quickly. And I found a lot of guidance, wisdom, support, patience, you know, with myself. I thought the oracle cards were lovely, that other readers were reading out, and I wanted to help people the way that tarot helped me. You know, on social media, what people post is like really nice things that are happening for them, and that's lovely. They should do that. But what about when things aren't going well in our lives and we don't really want to see that? We need to be around other people who are going through hard times like we are. And it can feel really good just to know that other people are also not feeling great, or they're going through something similar to what we're going through. And to get some wisdom and some guidance, you know, to not feel just like we're just cut loose and spinning off into orbit, but we're in good company with the universe. It's a really nice thought, isn't it? So that's all tarot is designed to do, is to notice that you're going through something, understand there's a reason for it, and it's part of your evolution, it's part of your growth, it's helping you to ascend, and to try to see things from the other person's perspective sometimes, like, because we're so like seeing it from our perspective, sometimes you wonder what on earth they're thinking or why they've done such a thing. It can help to know, like, look, they've got childhood trauma, or I'm going to be wasting my time if I try to like fight this. Sometimes you can learn to have a bit of unconditional love and let go of grudges where you might not have other times, you know, you watch it for entertainment and you just want to know if someone that you have got a crush on is thinking about you too, or someone that you're a bit obsessed with is thinking about you too. It's never meant to offend anyone or cause any problems for anyone. Right, on to Pisces.